Hi there, and this has just arrived in the post and I'm hoping that it's a 1980s absolute bargain. Now, just as a little bit of background, occasionally I get slightly obsessed with certain LEGO items and decide to make a collection of them. This is my latest one. It's the from the Atlantis theme, and these are the treasure keys, and these are all the treasure keys that we got in the Atlantis theme. Another one of my collections, which I made a video on a while back, was my LEGO printed book collection. But these are two of my more long-standing collections. First of all, I've got my classic motorbikes, and these were made from 1983 to 1996, and they only ever made them in 6 colours. There were a few minor variations, like some of them had red hubs on their wheels and other ones had clear hubs. LEGO also made this transparent windscreen piece which could be attached to any of the motorbikes, and they also made a special version of that windscreen with police printed on it. Now, as an 80s kid, I only ever had the grey one, so as an adult collector I've made it my mission to make sure I'd got all the others. I was also, as a kid, absolutely obsessed with these windshield pieces but never owned one, so I've got a couple on the coloured versions and of course that police version on my police bike. And then next, I've got my bicycle collection. Now, these first appeared in 1985 and they're still available today. Now, LEGO have made a few upgrades to these over the years. On the original ones, like this dark pink one, the tyres were removable off the wheels themselves, whereas today the tyre is moulded onto the wheel. The other difference is on the back of the bike, the stud here behind where the person sits is a solid stud, whereas on the newer versions, LEGO have made that a hollow stud. Now, the reason I'm showing you these two collections is that years ago when I first started them, I bought these two panel pieces. Now, these are both 1x2x2 panel pieces and they're both printed, and they only ever came in one set. And that set is set 6699 from 1987, and it's called Bike Repair Shop. Now, this has been on my wanted list for quite a while, and there never seem to be any on Bricklink, and used versions normally sell on eBay from between £25 and £30. And I've even priced up on Bricklink how much it would cost to buy the parts, and even that would be about £25. So when this one appeared on eBay for £12, I was expecting it to be in pretty rough condition. But the pictures looked good, and I thought for £12 I can't really go wrong. So I'm going to open it up and find out if its condition is actually as good as it looked in its pictures. So inside I've got 4 little wrapped up paper parcels and a set of absolutely immaculate instructions. Now, for a set of instructions which are 37 years old, apart from the factory crease in the middle, which would have been made at LEGO before it was put in its box, I can't see another even vague crease or crumple or fold or anything, or maybe a tiny one there, on these instructions. So 37-year-old instructions, they are looking pretty good. Now, on the front we've got the first 5 steps, and on the back we've got 5 more. Now, anyone who's never made a set from this era may be kind of surprised by these instructions. You don't get the little box showing which pieces you need for that step. You just get a step and then the next one, and you have to play spot the difference, see which pieces are new, find those and add it to the build. Now, this first package is easy to see. It's a minifigure, and he's obviously a cyclist who's having his bike repaired. The next mini package is the other minifigure, and he's either the owner or the workman in the bike repair shop. And as with the instructions, these two guys are absolutely immaculate. There's no scratching or scuffing to their printed torsos. None of the whites are faded at all, and their arm and leg joints are still very stiff and firm. The medium-sized package is the 3 bikes, and here we have a red motorcycle. Again, fantastic condition. Sometimes the handlebars break on these, but that's all perfect, and the clear hubs of those wheels are still crystal clear. And you can see the difference there when you compare them with the slightly fogged up ones on my motorcycle. Next, we've got the white motorbike, again with the clear hubs, which are absolutely crystal clear still. Then lastly, we've got the black bicycle, again with beautifully clear hubs on their wheels and detachable rubber tyres which aren't perished at all. And then lastly, I've got a small bundle of pieces, and if you look at them, they're pretty good condition too. There's no major scratching on them, and all the transparent pieces are still in amazing condition. The 2 new printed pieces also don't have any scuffing and haven't yellowed at all. And if I had to find something wrong with it, the worst I can find is that the roof is slightly dusty. Now, look at the instructions. The seller hasn't completely broken down the set. He's kept a lot of the parts together as they were in the original build. So it's going to take no time at all to put it back together. And here we are recreating the original set image. Now, as with the instructions, minifigs and bikes, this set is in really good condition. The only faults I can find are these two slopes here are a little bit dirty, but apart from that, it is looking really, really good. It's got the classic 80s opening door in red. Then inside for sale, they've got a motorcycle helmet, what looks like a rear light, and an aerial. Over on the other side, we've got a rack for tools. We've got a little spanner here, and of course, we all know when something doesn't work, the best thing to do is hit it with a large hammer. Then we've got a ramp going up to a 2x3 so we can get the bike off the ground so it can be easily worked on. However, over on the shop side, I'm not entirely sure what these two 1x2s with the 2x2 plate on top are meant to be. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. Now, this is a set that I desperately wanted as a kid in the 80s, and I'm really pleased that I managed to pick it up so cheaply. And I've got a few other town sets of the same era also on my wanted list, like the motorcycle shop, the Velux house, and the snack bar. But as with this set, I'm holding out until I can find ones in good condition at reasonable prices. If you're a fan of Lego 80s Town, do let me know in the comments, especially if you've got a copy of this set yourself. And if you absolutely hate this set, please let me know that in the comments too. My channel's still small enough that I managed to reply to every comment I get, so I'd love to have a discussion with you. If you've liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and of course, please subscribe for more Lego videos.